What's going on, everybody? It's Sam from Gunner Photography. We are out here with another episode of the Never Say Never podcast. We are in St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Altoona. I think it's probably one of the oldest churches here, boys.
I believe that's what I heard the lady saying when we come in here earlier.
It's really nice. It's huge. But we're sitting here with the Sons of Mifflin County, obviously. Matt TRK Silks, RD Mosh, your 5-time tag team champions. That's right, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, five.
They're your current reigning and defending EHW Tag Team Champions, your current reigning and defending HWF Tag Team Champions. And the show we are at today is the 814 Grand Tag Team Champions. Gentlemen, this is the first podcast that you guys have, well, second podcast you guys have actually done together.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking a moment to sit down and do this today.
Thank you, man.
Thanks.
Last minute, no secrets. I thought we were about due to sit down and talk.
Yes.
A lot's happened since I was on the Never Say Never. I think we were leaving PWX.
Yes.
And while we're on that note, let it be known that in the company's history of 30 years, gentlemen, 30 years, not much you can do in this wrestling business. This surprises me or gets me worked up, but this is something incredible. The longest reigning Pro Wrestling Express Tag Team Champions, the Sons of Mifflin County.
Might we add the last?
And then the last. Now, I see that they're bringing some new ones back. I don't know, I guess there's new leadership, something else. But that's not what matters. The fact is, we were the longest. And we are your reigning and defending Grand Pennsylvania Tag Team Champions right here in 814 Wrestling. It's just good to be here. It's good to be back on the road. So,
yes. So, obviously, PWX was your first tag team championship, if my memory serves.
Yep.
And now we're on to our 5th. What was the difference in feelings winning your first tag team championship to your 5th?
Yeah.
I'll take it over. The first one, the first one was just really taken back. It was a dream come true, if you want to say. Growing up together as best friends, we actually never dreamed of being a tag team, and it just happened because, he needed a partner one night and called upon me, and he knows that no matter when he calls upon me, I'm going to show up and deliver the best that I can.
Amen.
But, we've always wanted to be champions no matter where we are. Mm-hmm. Singly, didn't matter. We wanted to
I don't
take
think we
over.
ever put it together in each other's heads either. I mean, we talk a lot about doing it, but it really was sprung up.
I remember the conversation.
Yeah, you were in the room.
I was in the room. It was the three of us.
Yeah.
Because, funny story for those of you that don't know, the original merger of the Sons of Mifflin County, this version, was for AON here in Altoona.
Yeah. It wasn't even us originally.
No,
and it doesn't matter who it was.
Right.
The thing that matters is, we fire the shot one time, and then we find out that that's not going to work. We fire it another time, and we have Mosh in there. He's coming up. He didn't know how to shit or wind his watch, as they say. You know what I mean? He was green and yellow in strides. But the one thing he was reliable. I knew that I could have him on the side of the ring, and I knew that he could take an ass whoop when I watched a man break his jaw.
Right.
And worry about being there to see me do my moonsault in the main event.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're best friends. We never thought it was going to be this. But man, the feeling of it though. You know what I mean? It's cool. And then you add Danny to the mix, and it's like, dude, this is like a real thing. Well, and we never thought about it.
That's just it. The thought of it is the strides you guys have made in less than 3 years.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, it was October of 22.
I believe so.
Was the first.
I believe so.
First showing of the Sons of Mifflin County.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was at 814 Wrestling in Altoona.
It was AON at the time.
AON, sorry.
We were in shorts. Actually,
was it Johnstown?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
But we were in shorts.
We were in the shorts, but you asked me to team with you to take on Man-Child in a handicap match. So I said, of course.
Well, we wrestled them how many times?
3 or 4.
And that's the thing, man. That's sitting here today talking about this right now. It means something to me. And the reason it means something to me is because originally when we came in here, we were not taken seriously at all.
Right.
Not even a little bit. We took ourselves serious, and it made us almost get butthurt whenever they didn't go the direction I thought that they would go. Because, I mean, I can talk. I may not be the best wrestler in the world, but I can talk. I can shoot a promo. I can bring somebody in to feel emotion. But in the ring together, him and I, we gel, man. We gel so good. And then we come here, basically grow up in Johnstown and Altoona as a tag team, Pittsburgh, all over the place.
Right.
You name it, West Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. You name it, we have been going and doing it. And
New Jersey.
On the way here, talking about, man, we got to get to this place. You know, we got to make sure we make history and get it there. All the while walking around knowing that we are defending 3 championships in 3 different promotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Rodney, that's gotta be like a big responsibility, dude.
It's a huge responsibility, but on the other hand of it in general, it's what we do. It's what we live for.
Yeah, it's our
I
lives.
wouldn't have changed this for anything.
No.
If you told me, okay, hey, you know, we're going after another one, or hey, we don't have a title in this company, but we're going to go fight for them, or we're just going to go fight in general, I'm going.
Yeah.
This is what we were meant to do in this world, and that's just that.
I truly do believe that. You got any questions for us?
So if you guys could have a dream match, who is it and why?
So I let me ask you this question to for more clarity. Are we talking overall or guys in the indies right now at the moment?
Feasible or not so feasible?
Yeah. Yeah, is the money,
Well, I
do
think
we
there's
have all the money?
a lot of fruit that could potentially be picked from.
So money's
if money is no issue.
All right, brother.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The Hardy Boys. That's it. The
Done.
Hardy Boys.
No money counted for. We want that match for the fact being that's who we grew up watching as kids. You know, that was the team that we knew that, hell, we went out and emulated the most.
Yeah.
Doing all that stuff. You know, no matter what, that's what we want now. Before they go out and finish what they have in their careers, we want to be able to do that.
Yeah, we do. And like, not only that, I mean, we know that these guys probably got, 2 or 3 more years at best being in-ring wrestlers. You know what I mean? They signed a pretty good, lucrative contract. Good to them, man. But I also know Matt Hardy and the love for wrestling that he has. He would come in and wrestle. He would wrestle us. In my opinion, him and Jeff coming in here, renting the high school in Lewistown and blowing the roof off the place. History-making moment for us, too. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about actual feasible tag team that we can work, I want South Philly's finest.
Say that topic there on that end is endless because you got South Philly finest, you have Dog Nation, you have Team Baby Daddy that we've seen come through HWF. There are so many names on the indie circuit list.
Yeah.
That it's
it's
unending.
There's a lot of guys, and that's the thing. Like, there's a team coming in to wrestle HWF. We wrestled them here before in 814, and man, they made such an impression. My wife was like, "Holy heck," you know, and they were respectful coming in. They want to wrestle. I mean, look what we just did with the Buffalo Boys. You know, we just like brushed right over that. You know what I mean? That was amazing work. You could put that on anything. Those guys were fantastic. What do you think of that match, Rodney?
Well, I would say this: I took a beating. We dished out one hell of a beating, but the fact of the matter is, no matter what, we came out at the end of there still holding our hands up high with the titles attached to our waist.
Yeah, and that's really it. You know what I mean? On that level there, I mean, the Hardy Boys are the greatest tag team that ever lived, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And to be able to mix it up with them would be an honor. But to wrestle South Philly's finest, I believe they're the next. You're just steps away from going somewhere. You know,
It's kind of funny that you bring them up because that's supposed to be
3
right.
Legacies championship. Good luck. Congratulations, boys.
Yeah, and they beat another tag team was on your list of people there, the Dog Nation.
Yeah.
But it's funny you brought them up because that brought me to my next question, which was, if you could have a legitimate bucket list by the end of the year, who is the top 4 teams you would face?
I think we've already named them.
Maybe at least 3 of them.
Yeah, at least 3. I mean, like I said, there's so many people out there. I mean, like we did big business, Big Money Inc. and WDWA. Like Rodney said about going after Team Baby Daddy. To be honest with you, these are the matches that are going to make us. And like I say in my promos, it's a real thing. Win, lose, or draw, the Suns never fall. So if we get pinned, that's not falling to me. That's not falling to me.
We get right back up.
We get right back up, and yes, everybody falls down, but we don't stay down.
Right.
And those words that we took was from a tag team, in my opinion, was the tag team to beat, and we did beat them. And I think the thing about the South Philly Finest, why you want to wrestle them so much, because they're incredible. I was there the night that Never Fall beat South Philly Finest in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It was incredible. Great match. Historic. I want to be doing that everywhere. I don't want it just in Altoona and Johnstown and Pittsburgh and Lewistown and Virginia. I want it global, Sam.
Right.
I want us to be the greatest tag team on the independents.
Right.
And we're working to that, and I truly do believe that.
I mean, and it's funny, with the names you guys have mentioned, if you look pretty much across the state, some of the biggest matches are the tag teams that you mentioned across multiple promotions.
Yeah.
You got South Philly's Finest and the Never Fall match. What was it? Is that PWE? Am
I
right?
think it was UWE.
UWE. I'm sorry.
Something like that.
Yeah, but that match had to be at least 4.5, 5 star.
Yeah, it was really good. There was a lot of really good parts to it.
And then you had the fight that Dog Nation and South Philly's Finest have been having in 3 Legacies, and you see
everything going on. Look what we did with Never Fall.
I know.
Like,
and
look at that. Like they don't wrestle anymore together.
Right.
Do they?
No.
Well, I mean, I think Zach Rand officially retired after the match last month.
But also on top of that, they you can see the clash as soon as they felt them lose what they only had left. They were done.
That's not going to happen with us. We're going to lose these someday, Sam. We're going to lose them all someday. But I'm not going to lose him. He's not going to lose me.
Nope. Right.
Because we are family. We are family forever. Got any other questions?
No, I think that pretty much sums it up. I think that these tag teams that are coming into 814, HWF, even EHW.
Yeah.
I think they probably put themselves on notice because I don't think
See,
I see you guys losing these titles anytime soon.
814 has called it the new face refresh or whatever they want, where they bring in new names and new faces to everything they do.
Yeah.
Every place is doing it. When they brought us in, because we didn't just start here. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, they got to come across us, and every time that they do, they fall right back down in the place where they belong, because we are the ones at the top of the food chain in every promotion we step foot in.
Every one of them. And that's the thing. And that's not cocky. That's not arrogance. That is being sure of yourself. And the teams that we were talking about, they're killing it right now. And the business that I love so much. And before I leave on this note, I seen somebody put online the other day here, I'm sick of being a failure. And normally I wouldn't address this. Normally I wouldn't. But I'm going to. When you throw bullets, don't expect to not get hit with some straights, right? We have fallen down too. Take your advice. Say thank you. And then maybe you will be a successful person. But if all you're going to do is throw rocks at guys that literally have machine guns, you're never going to win. There's a reason that we are who we are. We don't bullshit. We don't play games. We are the real, authentic piece that this business so desperately needs. My name is Matt TRK Silks, and that is RD Mosh. And we're coming to you today from a church, letting you and everyone else know you've all been put on notice. The Suns are the ones, win, lose, or draw, the Suns never fall. All that is bullshit. This is the real deal. We're coming for your belts. Everywhere. Tell them what to do, Mosh.
Keep up.
Thank you, Sam.